that area, so that there's one thing that you gotta do, you can do it right.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 24. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. All right, and the reason why I wanted to bring that out is because what? He knew that if I'm Pharaoh's son, you know, I'm of the house of Pharaoh, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta I'm be shadowed from the real life on some shit. But he chose rather to suffer with his people, going through those curses, dealing with the persecution that they were receiving. Because guess what? It's only one God, one power that he was serving. All right, he wasn't choosing an easy route out. That's the same way with the men throughout the four corners. We're not choosing the easy way out, man. Because there's no, for one, Yahweh Shemel Shai had it written in the book of, what is that, 2nd Ezra, 7th chapter that you like to bring out, you know, with the water on one side and the fire on the other, you're dealing with the straits, all right? We're choosing to deal with that, man. And plus, there's no glory in taking the easy route out. You know, being quote unquote born with a silver spoon. You know, I can take the easy route out. Shit, fuck that curses, nigga. Please, I'm going over. No, we're going through these curses. We're going through everything that Yahweh Shemel Shai said we were going to go through. And guess what? As the brother said, we fucked the fire, man. We're embracing it. Because this is what purifies our spirits, man. That's why it says, what's that, the book of 1 Corinthians? It says, though our outward man perish, yet our inward man is renewed day by day. You know, the spirit is constantly being renewed day by day because we're learning day by day. We're suffering affliction day by day. We're dealing with it day by day. And we're not complaining about it because really we deserve to be put to death for a lot of things that we've done in the past. So thank the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai for jacking me up right now. You know, that's the mindset of somebody who understands the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
The story of Moses is very comparable to our story because he had to find out that he was an Israelite. We weren't born knowing that we were Israel. We had to find out that we were Israelites. And then, like you said, at that point in time, you got a decision to make. Are you going to live as an Israelite? Or are you going to stay in this world? The world that he was in, he was living good. I'm pretty good.
As it says here, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures of Egypt.
Exactly. Because I'm pretty sure we all were living some type of life. We all had dreams and aspirations. Everybody want to be so-called rich in this society. And everybody should be aiming for that, you know, carnally. But once you find out this truth, your whole mind switch up. So once he found out that he was an Israelite, he had no choice but to switch up his mind. Like, oh shit, these are my people out here getting whipped, getting beat, getting, you know.
I think he already knew. Because I know the movie portrayed, you know, the Prince of Egypt portrayed that he didn't know nothing at all. But I haven't read that story in a minute. So, I mean, but I think he was just raised in that house. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, because it had already, his mom was already nursing him.
Yeah. He just got raised in that house. They even got Hebrew women, you know, to tend to him and things of that. It's just, but that, I mean, it's still similar to us because we was raised as Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? Now, he knew who he was, who his people and all of that. But it's still, he had to make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like the brother's making, he made that sacrifice of taking on those riches and having that good life, man. All right? Because that's why the scriptures say, envy not the sinner, man. Because those who out here sinning, yeah, they might be having nice cars and nice things, you know, just to get to, you know, they might be having nice things, and we might just be wearing the same clothes every week, same shoes every week or whatever, tires blown out, going through the same things that they're going through, all right? But for us, it's more beneficial because it's getting our mind ready to have a lack of those things, to not have those things, all right? Here it is, everybody else is going crazy in 2020, but we like, come on, 2021. You know? Come on,
What else on the
2021.
horizon?
Yeah, like what? Hey, Lord, what else you gonna show us? You know, what's next in this movie? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. It's like a movie. All right, we just look. Okay, oh, this mother getting good now. We getting
Because
good.
we know the script. We don't know
Yeah.
everything that's lined up, but we know the key points.
Yup.
And we're just, you know what I'm saying, going from point to point to point to point.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for the next ball to drop.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. Looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So just like the brothers mentioning, this is why we're ready, man. We're ready for 2021. That's why we're looking forward, hasting unto the coming of our Lord, man. Because ain't nothing here but evil, ain't nothing here but sorrow, you know, destruction. We're looking forward to peace and everything being right in its rightful order. And that's the thing that Jake don't understand. 2/3 of our people don't understand, because they have all these frivolous things in front of them, man. You know, you got like you mentioned, you got 2-3 jobs. You know, you got like, as Paul said, you got dunks sitting on 8s. You know, you got all these glorious things in this kingdom, to where you don't see the bigger picture.
All these bro.
All these, you got the baddest bitch in your city. Like, you don't want to give none of that up. Hey, but in the kingdom, you will have beautiful women that are going to be in order, way better than these bad bitches, as you know, as they say, as we all say. You know, we're gonna have, everything's gonna be back in its order.
Nah, I'm trying to think of something that I said the other day. I was like, dang. I said, dang, it's crazy because you just pretty much quoted it, bro. I said, dang, it'll come to you. Hold up.
You look like Professor X with the headache.
I said we walk by faith. It's not what you see in your with your vision, and if it's tangible, it's temporal. We gotta deal in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all of this is tangible. You know, brothers, hoodies, shoes, pants, cars, all of that is tangible. It's just something that we are to utilize for this very moment. Because what did the Lord say? Hey, actually, he did. In the book of Ecclesiastes, all is vanity, man. All right? All is vanity. Okay? The foolishness of preaching. All right? It's just many things that put you in that awkward moment. But that's the Lord breaking you out of your shell, so to speak. You know? Because there's a shame unto glory and there's a shame unto honor. Alright? Now this is a shame unto glory right here. It's fucking, you know, it's not cold today. Call Lord Yabashim outside for that, the water. You know? But we ain't in winter yet either. Winter hit on Monday. You know? Monday is, you know, next week. Alright? Then you got your Christmas, spirits, you gotta deal with them niggas. Then you got your New Year's spirits, gotta deal with them. And them is demon days, man. This is just like an extra Halloween to demons. You know?
It's like
Shit, really started Thanksgiving all the way.
Like, Halloween is like, quote, evil. This is like the, quote, good. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the same spirit.
But it's all, yeah.
Equal and opposite.
Yep. That's when they do a lot of, around this time is when they do a lot of child sacrificing too, man. I think it's like 12 days up until New Year's. Or going from, I think it's from Christmas into New Year's or something like that.
You get the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
That's where you get all that bullshit. It's all behind the winter solstice.
And they think they the Most High trying to have that vibration of 12, man. That shows you the balance, all right? That shows you the balance that there's a left hand and a right hand side, man. All right? We got the Lord gave us a new year. Now they want a new year. Now, oh, they got, hey, look at Passover, month of the damn thing, dude. Let's get us a New Year. Let's get us one too. Now Mexicans got a New Year, and El Salvador, and Germany, and Britain, and China, and Japan. Everybody, you know.
I never know that day. That shit. Hey, what's the day?
I think it's in February.
When, Lee?
Yeah, the year of the rat. You know? But it's all gonna come down, man, to everybody going into that mountain, you know, of Yasha'Allah, New Jerusalem, you know. They gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be the happiest servants ever.
Hey, cause things are gonna be fair.
Because things are
Gonna be fair. You know, just like the brother mentioned last week. You know, which I was corrected on it. You know, about things not being grievous for the nation of Israel and the kingdom. You know, as the brother mentioned, things won't be grievous per se for the heathens neither, because we're not gonna be bearing down on them hard as hell. They will be laboring. Don't get it twisted. But if things are going to be fair, they're going to get their substance. They're going to get exactly what they need to survive.
Yeah,
you know, they're going to be straight unless they decide they don't want to. You know.
And that's the difference between the righteous and the wicked ruling, man. All right? When the sun go down, you're going to get your money. So you can go, you know, long as it ain't the Shabbat, stop by the market, pick you up a little something for the family. We're not going to hold your money for a week, for 2 weeks, a month. 15. That is disrespectful, man. That is disrespectful. That's as iron rusted. Even rusted with that thing. But yeah, man. So and I'm gonna be honest. It's almost as beautiful as us receiving our kingdom to show y'all how to rule, man. All right, and to treat the heathen fairly. Not Esau. You're done. When we say heathen, we're not talking to you. When we say shut the fuck up, we're talking to you.
Right. Because I mean, everyone work a job now.
Yeah.
But it's not in righteousness.
Exactly.
You gonna work a job in the kingdom. But you gonna understand what the righteousness is. Yeah. You gonna know the difference. You're not gonna ask you to bust your ass all day to go home and for nothing.
We're not gonna make you go to work at 10:30, 11. Ain't no damn graveyard shift, man. Like what? That's wicked, man. The sun come up. All right, it's time to work. The sun go down. Whatever you do within that span, all right, that's you. Because like the Lord made our bodies to secrete hormones at a certain time. One to kind of get you up, and then one to kind of relax you, man. Your body produces natural melatonin. All right, that's why your ass get tired around 7, 8:30. You know, cause at that time, and you know, we would be laying down, chilling with the family. All right, probably studying a little bit, but no damn Netflix and Amazon Prime.
You didn't have all these street lights and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You had
when it get dark, you got a fire. Some candles.
Yep.
And that's what you got. You can't. And if you went outside in the dark, you might have got picked up by a lion or something.
Might have got.
You like the got. It wasn't safe.
It's Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. You know, so hey, also in the book of Isaiah later on, it tells us that the nation that shall not serve us shall be utterly put to death. You know, but here it is. With that being known, these nations are going to flow unto us with servitude. They're going to be chopping at the bit to learn the laws, the statutes, and commandments to learn how to do things the right way. But Israel, we're going to be fine because it says that what Hebrews 8:8, that word is going to be on our inward parts, man. It's going to be in our hearts. We're not going to forget a thing. We're going to know how to live accurately. We're not going to have to sit and ponder.
Where is Sacred Heart?
Sacred Heart.
Yeah, they said it's like right around here on Benny.
Oh, is it?
Benny is that way.
Yeah, Benny's that way.
That way a little bit
No, but these different nations, they're gonna flow unto the nation of Israel for the laws, the statutes, and the commandments and how to live correctly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, because we're already gonna have the law engraved on our inward parts, man, according to Hebrews 8:8. So we're not gonna have to sit and ponder like, damn, what should I do in this situation? Because the Spirit's gonna already be on us to know what to do. And that's what these other nations are gonna come to and flow into the mountain of the house of the Lord for. And that mountain, it just simply represents a government of people. Okay? So to finish it, it says, "For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore."
Yeah, because what? There is no more war. There's peace. You get to relax. You get to live. You don't have to survive, man. All right, here it is. They had the so-called reality TV survival shows. Like, we live in one. You really gotta survive week to week, man. Okay, you really gotta survive. We're not living. All right. You gotta worry about war. You gotta worry about having you gotta worry about having top-notch security for your house. You gotta have cameras. You know, why I gotta pay to protect? Like, I gotta pay for cameras so you don't steal my stuff, man. And then you just come in and break my camera and then still now I gotta buy more cameras. It's like, you know, that's this society, man. We're not gonna have that. All right, you ain't gonna have to go to sleep with an army around your crib, man, around your tent. Nah, man, we're gonna need rest like the South used to be, where you can just have your door open, unlocked, man.
That was it today. I'm gonna finish, go back to that topic. I'm gonna finish this Micah chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "And I said, Hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people, and flay their skin from off them." You know, and when that word, that skin, is pretty much going into the identity of Israel, telling Israel the truth about them, who they are, and about their heritage, their culture. You know, and you have, like we mentioned earlier, the heads of Israel that are not conducting themselves right amongst their followers, man. They're doing whatever. They're not teaching the word in full. They're not teaching the word in sincerity and the truth. As we mentioned, as the scripture mentioned, they do it for their own belly. They don't care what happens to the flock.
That's like Johanna.
That's the spirit.
Johanna said, you can take crack, and that's, if you took crack, you can take the chip. You know, like wait a minute. I didn't do crack. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Are you advocating crack? You know, like, yeah, I was joking with the brothers on the WhatsApp, man. I said, this nigga congregation is crackheads. It gotta be. Because that's the only niggas you can, like, move. You know what I'm saying?
Crack.
Like, if you took crack, you could take the vaccine. So, is the vaccine crack? You got crackheads in your congregation. Is it clear crack? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. It don't make any sense to sit there and say that. You know what I'm saying? That was some shit that he just thought up on his mind. When you take crack is bad, bro. Like, the vaccine's bad. You openly admitting that the vaccine is bad. You know?
just like I mentioned, with those type of people that deceiving the souls of the simple. You know, because half of Jake don't know. They just want to take the vaccine because it makes them feel safer. It makes them feel like they're actually just like the chick who took the vaccine. A healing's coming. You know, that's how Jake. You know, yeah, she said, a healing's coming. You know, they're saying that, yeah, Benjamin, yeah, the Benjamin chick, the doctor. You know, yeah, that's no different. You take crack. You got a bunch of dope heads in your congregation. That's what you're saying. They're going to get vaccinated, you know, based off of that. Because guess what? They're simple, man.
The crackheads.
They do anything.
Yeah.
You know, crackheads do anything.
If you take crack, you'll take the vax.
Yeah.
You said what, bro?
Take the crack, get the vax.
If you take crack, you'll take the vax. Yeah.
Hey, but guess what? The blood of them people is gonna be on your hands, man. And then I'm speaking to whomever is out there not teaching the people the accurate way. That blood's gonna be on your hands when judgment comes, man. You know, because you're not teaching, as was it Ezekiel 18, you know? It's the same as not warning people about their sins. It's not teaching them the fullness of the things that's coming. But then guess what? You got to pay for that too. They already gonna put, you know, they're already gonna be put to death for their own sins. But then on top of that, you know, I want to finish this about, can I finish this about the Romans? To finish Micah chapter 3 and verse 3, it says, who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron. Then shall they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. So to go back and to finish that off, it says, and chop them in pieces as for the pot, as for the flesh within the cauldron. Pretty much you're preparing them to be destroyed, man. You're preparing our people for the slaughter. All right? It says, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people to err, and that bite with their teeth and cry, peace, and he that put it not in their mouths, they even prepare war against them. You know, and not putting in their mouths what? Their true doctrine, the laws and statutes and commandments. So the congregation is going to turn on you too. You know, on you false prophets that are out there not teaching this word accurately and how it's supposed to be taught, your congregation will turn on you. And this is why the Lord, he had it, that we're supposed to teach in truth and in sincerity, not without, and that's what our Lord Yahweh came, not to teach you his own will, but the will of him that sent him. And does that not fall down and we fall in line in that thing? You know?
St. Matthew chapter 18, verse 5. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me.
Yeah, so that little child, as a brother said, you know, he compared it to the Ezekiel 18. But all these people that wake up in the truth or consider themselves to be woken or trying to go in that direction, they're a child of the Most High. Really, every Israelite is a child of the Most High. All right? And you got to treat them right, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if they go off, you don't follow behind them and keep treating them right. What it means is that you give everybody that's Israel a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who's the elect or not. So if they you know, say, I believe and I want to do this, I want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Can't stop them. Can't say I'm not going to teach you. Okay? Go ahead.
But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
Yeah, it said whoever offend these little ones. All right? Offend don't mean like to say something and oh my God, I'm mad now. No, offend means a stumbling block. You know what I'm saying? That means you're telling them RFID chip is an embargo. That means you're telling them that if you could take the vaccine, that means you're telling them that the Lord's name is Christ and Jesus, and you don't want to tell them that, you know, you're supposed to pray in the name of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? If you knew better, you'll do better. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because we all came into the truth saying Christ or something, and then once we learn, we start saying the name, then we start speaking it. The Lord will guide you to his name, man. But it's not like you wake up to the truth and you know his name straight out the gate all the time, man. Right? But if you're sitting there blatantly telling people some off shit, you know, because you got a vendetta with the apostles, you got or you trying to make your own congregation, or you trying to gather like Nate, IUIC try to be nice about it and try to gather a certain congregation. They want to say Most High bless and stuff like that. You got people that have that are malicious towards Jim Mess. So anything that the apostles put out, they try to contradict it and try to find a way and dig. And that's why I say, you know, or some are just worldly, man. Really, all of them are just worldly. Okay? And it says if you offend these little ones, it's as though it's better to cast a millstone about your neck. And the millstone's about, it could be any size, but I ain't never seen a millstone like smaller than this. It's just a big old rock, bro. Like it's a big rock, a solid rock, because it's used to grind mill. Okay, it's used to take a donkey and a roll around in a circle like the little what's it called, like the ceramic, the little ceramic herb masher. You know what I'm saying? You know how much pressure you gotta do that? You gotta do that for hours. If you had a millstone, you could just, you know, mass produce it. You know?
They say it's about 3,300 pounds.
Yeah. You ain't deadlifting that. You ain't deadlifting. And you can't deadlift underwater, so until you hit the bottom, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna get down there quick.
That's a fact. Hey, that's it.
You gonna look like you swimming to the bottom.
He gonna give you that. You gonna be going so fast. Gonna give you that little.
I seen a movie the other day where it's this guy. He was like, he was at least 200 pounds, and you know he was wrapped up in chains, and dude, he had like a 50-pound barbell, 100-pound barbell, dropped it, kicked it in the water. Dude rolled off the, it sunk, you know. So imagine a millstone. Like, nigga, you really ain't bouncing back from that. Pedo, that's a wrap. Even when you get to the bottom, it's a wrap. You know.
You can pick it up all you want. You still ain't gonna float.
That nigga was like,
You just got it.
right.
You
got
like a
the way.
grown minnow.
Warp speed minnow. Minnow on warp speed. That's right.
It were better for him that a millstone were hanging about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe to the world because of offenses. For it must needs be that offenses come.
Yeah, so those stumbling blocks, things that make you say, you know what I'm saying? Things that make you say, oh, that kind of makes sense. It's not. This is a real test. It's a test of the mind. It's a test of the body. It's a test of mental fortitude and physical fortitude. All right, to see whether you can come out here during the cold, whether you can resist the devil. And those temptations are the ones that are common to man, as the scriptures say. Okay?
But woe to that man whom by the offenses cometh.
See? So, not only is the offense on like Johanna telling them to take the vaccine, he's a stumbling block. He's an offense. All right? A millstone's going to be cast around his neck, and he's going to be thrown into the sea. That's for sure done. But it says, destruction unto those who the offenses come to. So the Lord's like a twofold. He's a great chess player, because even though those are little sheep that you offended, it's still destruction unto them, because nigga, you're supposed to know better. You're supposed to study. You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have it. You know? But what they do, you know, they count one kind, You can say anything, man. Tell somebody you could do it in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And what Johanna said, man. You know, that's sodomy.
Yeah,
You know?
clear
That's a pure definition of sodomy, man. It's going in anybody's hind part. You know?
Liquor is sticky,
Yeah,
that's sodomy.
liquor, sticking, and tickling. That's all sodomy.
I don't know about liquor.
Well, this society, they be praising that shit nowadays.
Oh no, I'm talking about getting top.
Oh,
Top.
yeah.
That's what, you know. But that's I was talking about something different. You know, like the clarify for niggas. Niggas know what I'm talking about. But don't be eating no booty. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
that's all you need to know.
So that should, we shouldn't have to tell you that.
Yeah.
That should naturally nasty.
Hey, you never know.
That's almost worse than going in the butt and eating. You know?
You know where that's been?
Then you go salon, bro.
That motherfucker done been through some shit, boy.
Shalom, chili dogging and all that. That's nasty. Chili dog, you nasty nigga, boy.
Low life.
I had a different preset.
Matthew 23 and verse 31. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord Yahweh, that use their tongues and say, he saith, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord Yahweh, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness.
Yeah, by their lies, man. They're just out here lying and winging it, man. And the Lord knows, bro. Like the Lord knows how you out here behind the keyboards and watching the apostles' videos and any other brothers telling true videos. And them niggas think they this and that, and they always trying to tell people what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you got a jealousy, man. All right, but you're not realizing this ain't the apostles' thing. This is the Most High thing, and the Most High Spirit is on our elders and apostles, man, to say these things. So you're not mad at them, you're mad at the Most High, man. But it really goes back to the Yahushua concept that you feel like your power seat gonna be taken, man. All right, it's a real intriguing thing that not the Most High, but Apostle Tahar says, you know, for Nate, specifically IUIC, the head of Nate, said in order for him to repent, he need to come up under us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come up under all the prophets. You know what I'm saying? You can't just start over and hop in your seat. You know? Well, I can't say all the prophets, but you gotta humble yourself in order to get back. Because if they were to repent, you know, they would still be mighty men, because when they were in the truth and in right mind, I can't speak for Yohanan too much, but at a point he was in his right mind, and I can't say he'll repent, but if it's theoretically, in theory,